Okay, welcome everybody. We're back and we are live. The ring walks are occurring now for Jaime Munguia against Erik Bazinyan. Desert Diamond Arena, Glendale, Arizona. Looking forward to this one. Jaime Munguia's return fight after losing to Canelo Alvarez in May against the undefeated Erik Bazinyan. Obviously drew last time out, but largely untested, it's probably fair to say. The clash of styles should make for a very intriguing contest here. As we await Jaime Munguia coming to the ring. Thank you to everybody joining, whether how early or how late it is, depending on where you are in the world. Where I am, it's very early, as Jaime Munguia makes his way to the ring. Obviously, a huge weekend of boxing, starting with Munguia Bazinyan now, but Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Great card tomorrow from Wembley Stadium for the Riyadh season card. Here comes Munguia. Big up Jams Boxing Chat. Thanks for joining us, Jams. Not a clue on Liam and Jay, mate, but we'll roll with it in any case. So Munguia's in the ring, first fight since Canelo Alvarez in May. His first defeat of his career is 43-1, 34 knockouts. He's fought the likes of Canelo Alvarez, Sergei Derevinchenko, John Ryder. He stopped as well. John Ryder's last fight before he retired. Bazinyan 32-0-1, great record. Obviously drew last time out, but when you deep dive into the record a little bit, you see there's not too much competition there. So we'll see how he looks here against Jaime Munguia. I'm expecting him to put up a decent fight. Munguia's not going to be hard to find for Bazinyan. So, both men have got good power, 23 KOs and 32 wins for Erik Bazinyan too. So yeah, expecting a 12-round war here. Unless Munguia can potentially get a late stoppage. Let's see why Erik Bazinyan's got to the biggest stage of his career so far. The fighter introductions are underway. Let me know who you're taking here as well. I think Jaime Munguia wins on points, potential for a late stoppage, but I do think Munguia will take this one on points. Steve Morrow, Dennis O'Connell, and David Sutherland, and the judges. Desert Diamond Arena, Glendale, Arizona. The location looks pretty full. It's credit to both men. Some Armenian descent in Erik Bazinyan. They were bringing up the likes of Arthur Abraham previously, with world champions as Armenian descent, which Bazinyan will be very close to being on his way to. Should he get victory tonight over Munguia? Here we go then. 29 years old, Erik Bazinyan. 6'1", just under the 168-pound limit. Number 2 ranked with a WBO, so world title shot at welterweight. Tough ass though for Bazinyan tonight for me. There's a big step up in levels. I know people make a lot of Jaime Munguia's padded record, but the guy has fought Canelo Alvarez, John Ryder, Sergey Derevinchenko. There's Liam Smith. There's good fighters on that record for Jaime Munguia. He's fought on a much higher level than Bazinyan. So Munguia, 27 years old, bang on 6 foot. Again, 167.7, just on the super middleweight limit. 3-1, 2 knockouts at super middleweight since stepping up. Sole defeat of his career, obviously, to Canelo Alvarez last time out. Let's see how he looks here at super middle. Packed out arena. Credit to Jaime Munguia's selling power, actually. He's a much bigger name than Bazinyan. There's a lot of Mexican flags in the stands. So here we go. The ring's being cleared out and we're about to be on the way for Jaime Munguia. This is Erik Bazinyan. Thomas Taylor refereeing this one tonight. And here we go, round 1 underway. Jaime Munguia versus Erik Bazinyan, expecting a war to unfold here in Arizona. Both men exchanging early jabs. Munguia looks a lot tighter. He looks like he wants to try and take the center. Bazinyan in the gold shorts, Munguia in the blue and gold. Not too much action in the first 30 seconds. Both men just pouring with the jabs. Munguia trying to work the body early on, but not hitting the target. Bazinyan with a nice solid left jab. It's definitely going to be a story of the jabs in this fight. You can see early on that both men really trying to establish a foothold with a left jab. Bazinyan looks like he's got a good crisp jab as well. Halfway through the first round, there's not too much action in it so far. Bazinyan now only missing with a left hook upstairs. Jaime Munguia's first fight with Top Rank this. Some combinations by Bazinyan. Munguia comes back with a left hook, but nothing really of note landed so far. 1 minute to go in round 1. Oh, good right hand by Bazinyan. He looks fairly confident in his first big, meaningful fight of his career. He's hit Munguia again there. 30 seconds to go in the opening round. Munguia comes back with a little combination. Oh, lands a left hook on Bazinyan. Shock him a little bit, has he? No, looks okay. It's been an interesting first round. Both men, so we approach the end of it. Both men definitely landing some good shots in the opening round. Tough one to score. Just as we come to an end, both men trying to establish their jab from centre of the ring. Munguia landed a decent shot. Looked like he may have stung Bazinyan just a little bit, but recovered fairly quick. Tough opening round score. I'll edge it to Munguia. 10-9 Munguia, but very, very close. Bazinyan's definitely here to fight. That's one thing you can say after seeing that first round. He's not here to lie over or make the numbers up. Round 2 underway. Munguia in the blue, Bazinyan in the gold. Munguia wants to take the centre of the ring in this round. As to show a replay of the Bazinyan. Yeah, some good shots landed by both fighters in round 1. Will we see that Munguia chin tested again like we did in the Canelo fight with that beautiful uppercut? That's the question. Both men exchanging good shots there. It's hard to say who's landed better out of the pair of them. Coming up 2 minutes of the second round. Just a real one exchange so far in the first minute. Bazinyan missing with a left hook. Munguia ducking and dodging it quite well. Do like the way Erik Bazinyan's shaping up here early on. Or Munguia catches him with the right hand over the top. Coming up to the 1 minute mark left in the second round. Again, a fairly close round as the first. Some good shots by Munguia, but Bazinyan blocks them well. Good right hand by Munguia and a good left hook on the exchange too. Bazinyan does respond straight away though. Seems a key plan from the Bazinyan team. They want to always fire back whenever Munguia is coming in. Both men not hard to find though. They know where each other are, so there are going to be plenty of shots landed in this fight. We'll see whose chin and whose power can make the difference. So we come up on 20 seconds to go in round number 2. So as we approach the close of the second round, it's tough to say again who won that one. There wasn't a massive shot that landed like the first round or anything like that. So, tough one. Bazinyan was trying to land on the exchange's back, but I would edge it to Munguia again in that round. 2018 Jaime Munguia for me so far, but Bazinyan very competitive through 2 rounds. Munguia getting iced in the corner. Big up Jams Boxing Chat as always, my man. The grind never stops, my friend. You know full well yourself. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. How you scoring it, Jam? Yeah, 2-0 to Munguia. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. But Bazinyan's competitive, Jam, for me so far. He's doing okay. Munguia's not dominating the fight, but he is 2 rounds up. He's the one bouncing on the balls of his toes, taking the centre of the ring. He could cruise to a points decision like this. Bazinyan probably needs to change his game plan, I would say. See, Ryan Garcia's brother was badly KO'd. Torres is going to be in some fun fights at heavyweight too. Yeah, he definitely is, Jam, 100%. But he's losing the rounds at the moment, and Munguia's got a good chin and he's tough, so I don't know whether he's going to do any. I don't know whether he can stop him. So if he's going to keep losing the rounds, it's going to be too far back. Good left hook by Jaime Munguia there on the exchange again. Oh, narrowly misses with a big left hook. Munguia doesn't look to be as much sting in Bazinyan's punches. To be honest, he's got 23 KOs in 32 wins, but doesn't seem to have a huge amount of power, to be honest. Munguia walking him down a little bit more here in this third as we approach the halfway point. Some nice body shots by Jaime Munguia. Yeah, Bazinyan needs to try and get a foothold in this fight here. Yeah, it certainly was, Jam. Absolutely insane. Mad KO. What a weekend of boxing we've got coming up. This is the little appetizer before tomorrow's main course. Cannot wait. Bazinyan looking a little bit more ragged in this third round for me. Munguia gaining confidence by the second. 30 seconds to go now in the third. Munguia can see Bazinyan's punches coming from a mile off. He's too slow. He can telegraph them, he can duck and get out of the way. That's been the story of the first 3 rounds for me. Good left hook there by Bazinyan, but Munguia blocked most of it with his glove. Yeah, 3 rounds in the can. That's 30-27 to Jaime Munguia for me. 3 rounds to nothing. Yeah, I am with the Jams. Yeah, definitely. He's not got that much respect either for what's coming back. I think he's going to sit down a little bit more over the coming rounds. Bazinyan 23 KOs in 32, but again, like you say, who's he really fought on the way up? Different kind of power at this level. We say what we want about Munguia's padded record, but the guy's been in with Canelo, has been in with Ryder, been in with Derevyanchenko, been in with Liam Smith. Has been in with good fighters. So yeah, I'm expecting him to really turn it up here. Yeah, 30-27 for me, Jams, all day long. On with Jay's fight talk going to kick off from Warrington Kakachi, I think, tomorrow. It's a long stint going from Chamberlain and Ish Davis. Round 4 underway then. Expecting Munguia to really ramp it up and go through the gears. Yeah, Munguia's coming. He's coming on strong. This first minute of round number 4, he's really letting them go now. He's punching a lot harder, as you say. Jam's punching through the target. There's not that much respect for what's coming back from Bazinyan. Good uppercut there. Yeah, Munguia's turning it up now. 2 minutes to go in round number 4. Jaime Munguia's came out really fast. Trying to time that right hand, isn't he, on the counter? Munguia, whenever Bazinyan throws the jab, he's trying to get that right hand straight back over the top. Bazinyan's still punching and coming back though. But Jaime Munguia is really going for it in this 4th round. Yeah, I saw that Jams. Bazinyan drew last time out with Finn, yeah. Yeah, Munguia should be looking to make a statement here. His first fight on ESPN, first fight with Top Rank, main event, and coming off a Canelo defeat. You'd want to see him try and get him out of there. And to be honest with you, in this 4th round, 2 nice left hooks there by Munguia. He's making a stand for it. You can see that he has way more than Bazinyan. There's levels between these 2 fighters that we're watching here in the ring. He maybe has to be careful a little bit, not to just go in too reckless, but Munguia working the body nicely as well now. So we approach 30 seconds in the 4th. Some more good shots to the body, mixing it up nicely, body and head in Munguia. Can't really make a case for Bazinyan winning a round so far, even though he was competitive in the first few. Munguia's definitely turned it up in round 3 and 4. So we approach 10 seconds in the 4th round. Bazinyan just doesn't look to have any sting in his punches, unfortunately. And Munguia has a good chin. We've seen that previously. So if he doesn't have the equaliser and he can't get Munguia out of there, then it's going to be a long night. Especially as those rounds and that pedigree for Jaime Munguia, especially towards the end of the fight where he's got all this World Championship 12-round experience that unfortunately Erik Bazinyan doesn't have. And that's really going to be a factor for me down the stretch if we get there. Yeah, 40-36 for me. Jams all day long at the minute. Bazinyan, I think, needs to land something significant. It might not hurt Munguia, but he needs to land a shot in the next round or 2, or he's just being shut out. And, it's going to be over because I just don't see that he has the power to hurt Jaime Munguia. I really don't. But we've seen it a million times. We've seen it with Edgar Berlanga when he was knocking out club fighters at a certain level, 16 first-round knockouts in a row, whatever it is. Then you step your level up in competition and your power doesn't translate. Just wait for Bazinyan to knock out Jaime Munguia in this round, as I say this, but it just doesn't look like he's got the snap, and he definitely doesn't have the speed. And Munguia's kind of assessed that and realised it early on in this fight, I think. And he's really working the body as well, Munguia. So, Bazinyan could be slowing down later on in the fight. Anyway, coming up on 2 minutes in the 5th round of this fight. I've got it 4-0 to Jaime Munguia so far. So is Jam's boxing chat. Mankey Crazy, thanks for joining us, my friend. Who is throwing more, the guys in r/boxing habit for Bazinyan? I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. Munguia is definitely throwing more, and he's landing the better shots. He's ripping the body of Bazinyan too, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he did. He's had a couple of gift decisions. I think Bazinyan, I watched a couple of his fights the other day to familiarise myself. Atlantis Fox. Look how slow Bazinyan is, though. Yeah, I agree with Jams, definitely. I've got Munguia 4-0 up here. Look at the difference in speed, though. And these body shots need to be noted as well by Munguia. He's landing them at will. He's really mixing up the variation nicely to head and body. Bazinyan, he's not really landing anything of note, to be honest. Munguia's throwing and he's getting out of there. Seems to be throwing the same combos on repeat, really, Bazinyan. You can tell by Munguia's body language he's coming forward more now, and he's not got as much respect for what's coming back from Bazinyan. It's a good jab, though, there by Bazinyan. Snap the head back, Munguia. Narrowly misses with the right hand, too. Good jab to the body. It's a good little spell, this, for Bazinyan. But just the difference in the snap on the punches that's coming from Munguia, the technique that he has compared to Bazinyan, it's just like night and day. Yeah, completely agree with that, Jams. He is flat-footed and he throws the same combinations on repeat too. There's been a definite switch in the body language of Munguia in the last 2 rounds, shall we say. You know, he's no respect at all for what's coming back from Bazinyan. He wants to get him out there and make a statement. But I think his corner are just giving him a bit of a, stay switched on here kind of thing. Because Bazinyan did land a couple more than he had been in that previous round. Mankey, what scores do they have it for Bazinyan? Do they have it kind of 3-2? Is it or? The Tiger with it. Yeah. I'm with you. I just don't know for love or money how you can be scoring this fight for Erik Bazinyan. Look at the replays that are just being flashed on the screens. Just Munguia ripping the body non-stop. Munguia looks like he could do it all night. Bazinyan looks like, he's struggling for his timing. He hasn't got enough speed to handle Munguia, and Munguia is not the fastest fighter in the world himself. But anyway, we're in the 6th round of 12. Munguia hasn't really massively hurt him yet or anything. But Munguia is more of a volume finisher anyway than a one-punch knockout. That's a good right hand, though, by Munguia. He'll grind you down rather than stop you with one. They've got a 3-2 on the comms out there, Jams. Mankey's saying they've got a shutout for Erik, that's quite funny. That's definitely just pushing an agenda. There's no way it's a shutout for Bazinyan. No chance. There's no snap at all in those Erik Bazinyan punches. There's zero snap. Caught Munguia with one there, though. But again, Munguia showing some good head movement there and using that left hand to the body once more. It's been a good punch for him during the fight so far. Yeah, with that shutout card for Erik Bazinyan's ridiculous. Coming up on a minute left of the 6th, so we'll be at the halfway point soon. Nice right hand over the top by Jaime Munguia. Oh, some beautiful shots there by Munguia. Showing a chin there at Bazinyan. There are some good shots. Yeah, I'm with you, Jams. All the quality shots are coming from Munguia. Oh, it's good work to the head and body. I think he feels like he hurt in there. Either can have Bazinyan pitching a shot out. I've no idea what. You're just pushing an agenda at that point. Yeah, that was a nice round there for Munguia. Definitely starting to step on it. I don't know how many of them shots Bazinyan can take, to be honest, but I've got Munguia pitching a shot out through 6. Bazinyan just punching fresh air. Yeah, I'm with you, Jams. I got the Munguia pitching a shutout so far. 60-54, 6-0 on my card, Jaime Munguia. Yeah, I'd love to know on what basis they're scoring this fight for Erik Bazinyan. I'd love to know if they scored that 6th round for Bazinyan, because that was a clear one for Munguia. He landed some good combinations, snapped the head back loads of Bazinyan. With the halfway stage of the fight now, Bazinyan's close to needing a knockout. I've got him 6 down. No doubt the judges' cards will probably be more all over the place than that. No doubt one judge has it shut out for Bazinyan. Anyway, we move on to the second half of the fight. Myself and Jam's Boxing Chat have a 6-0 shutout so far for Jaime Munguia. We've heard other people had it 5-0 to Bazinyan, which has to be a laugh. You know, you can maybe make an argument for was it the 4th or 5th that Bazinyan had a bit of a better round, but Jaime Munguia is comfortably up in this fight. There's no doubt about that for me. For me, it's just a case of now whether he can stop him or is Bazinyan going to survive the 12 rounds. That's what I can see with my 2 eyes, but maybe I'm off the mark. Yeah, good job by Bazinyan. Does Owen Combs have it 3-all? Yeah, I don't know. I must be watching something different. Then maybe he is in the fight. Good shot by Munguia. Lovely shot, followed up with a body shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I stung him badly there. Bazinyan's gone. He's gone. He's done well to stay on his feet there. And there were some beautiful shots. Just beckoning Jaime Munguia back in. God, he did well to stay in the fight there. He's tough, Bazinyan. You have to give him credit for that. There were some beautiful shots by Jaime Munguia. No doubt people are scoring this round for Bazinyan when he's been stung and his legs are gone. You know, that they were huge shots. So for him to stay in them after that, credit to Bazinyan, because they were fight-ending shots. Yeah, the same Munguia is trying to outbox him but failing. It's a very strange narrative that they're pushing, isn't it, around this? Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely. And this one's the biggest round of the fight so far. Badly hurt Bazinyan. Oh, his legs did a funny dance again at the end of the round. Caught him with a left hook on the break. Huge round 7 for Jaime Munguia. Badly hurts Bazinyan. Dominates the round. And moves to 7-0 up on my card. Oh, it's a beautiful right hand over the top. There's just nothing in them punches from Bazinyan. He's kind of throwing them from they're like arm punches. Like he looks like a volume puncher. I don't know where the 23 KOs have come from and who they've come against, but there's no torque in his hips or anything like that. He just throws them from his arms. The Brazilian fans are going wild after being 7-0 down on our cards. Yeah. I'm sure, no doubt, he brought a lot of Armenians to the fight with him. They do get behind their own. So, anyway, round 8 underway. Let's see how. Munguia back in the centre of that ring again. Munguia definitely wants to rubber stamp this performance with a stoppage. Good right hand by Bazinyan on the end of the break there. Caught him nicely. The body works. The difference for me for Erik Bazinyan so far. Sorry, for Jaime Munguia so far. Has Bazinyan even thrown a body shot so far for the whole fight? I have no idea. Jam said they're saying someone comes Munguia has just pulled the fight back with the last 2 rounds and clearly watching something different to us. I have no idea what they're watching. That was a good right hand by Bazinyan. He's actually having a better round in this one for me. He's landed the better shot so far at the halfway point of round 8. But yeah, Jams, I'm with you, man. Like 7-0, 6-1 at best. I think you can be looking at this for Munguia. Just do not see how the commentary or other people are giving this to Bazinyan. Again, that left hook to the body's there all night for Munguia. His guard's always high and he's just sneaking the left hand behind that right elbow. Oh, there he goes again. Some beautiful shots by Munguia. Bazinyan took them better than he did in the 8th round, but the pendulum swings back to Munguia in the 8th round. Just the speed of the combinations is different. Bazinyan trying to throw but landing nothing. Coming up 30 seconds. Oh, that's a nice body shot on the inside from Munguia there. 8th round coming to a close. Bazinyan had a better round, but for me, again, it's a Munguia round. He landed the more eye-catching shots through way more volumes, landing scoring shots to the body all round. I just don't see how you can score that round for Bazinyan. I really don't. Monkey Curry said Bazinyan fights in South Americans and Canada and a smaller the Tiger ring. Yeah, he looks out of his depth in here for me. But again, generous to give Erik 1. Yeah, I think so, Jam. I really do. He does. He's from, he fights just like an Eastern European over the flat foot. It's got 80-72 on with Jam's boxing chat. I've got this 8 rounds to 0 for Jaime Munguia. I'd like to see him step on the gas now. We know Bazinyan can't really hurt him. I don't think he has the power there. The power hasn't translated up the levels. He's really worked the body. I'm expecting Bazinyan to be blowing in these last, we got 4 rounds left, 4 rounds. So, let's see Munguia step it up and try and rubber stamp this performance with a stoppage victory. That's the only question that remains to me in this fight. Can Munguia stop him? Yeah, completely agree, Jam. Let's see a statement here. 4 rounds to go in this one. The Armenian's only been rocked, a couple of times, in fairness. And he took them well in the grand scheme of things, but we can see how limited he is. So this is about Munguia trying to make a statement there. Not too much action in the first minute then of round number 9 of 12. Bazinyan throws a body shot. Munguia having a round off, is he, potentially? On the bike, on the back foot? Has he settled to the fact that he might not get a stoppage here? Because he hasn't really thrown a shot, really. Then we're over halfway through round 9. If anything, I thought it'd be Bazinyan who's backpedaling. Oh, good right hand by Bazinyan. Very good shot. Minute to go in this round, and Munguia's barely thrown a punch. Yeah, Jam, I don't know what they're watching. Oh, narrowly misses with a left hook on the break of the exchange there. Bazinyan, that would have been interesting if it landed. Yeah, if any round has got a case to be Bazinyan's, I think it's this one. I think Munguia's definitely had a bit of a round off. He's coming forward a little bit more now with 20 odd seconds to go, but it's been a bit of a nothing round, this one, to be honest. But even with Munguia taking a round off and not really doing too much, he's been competitive in the round. Bazinyan hasn't really capitalised on it or been able to do anything with it. That's the difference. So 9 rounds in the can, 3 rounds to go. I'll be kind and score that round for Erik Bazinyan because not too much action happened. There you go, Jam saying punch, just saying it's even again after 8. These are professional boxing people. This is people's job. And they're watching that and scoring it that way. It's a concern to me. On what basis was that fight level through 8 rounds? Yeah, I'm with you. Jam's completely didn't do too much there. I'll give that one to Bazinyan myself. I don't know why Munguia took the round off. I don't really think he's blowing or anything. If anything, it looks like Bazinyan's the one blowing. But anyway, maybe he's just planning a huge attack to finish the fight. Looking for that late stoppage, going to have a big last 3 rounds potentially for Jaime Munguia. Let's see. I can't imagine he's going to take round 10 off as well. But we shall see. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Munguia needs his last 3 rounds. He's the one on the front foot. He's the one landing more shots, being more aggressive. I don't really know what ESPN are looking for out of Munguia, to be honest. Some more good body shots by Munguia here. I'll be very interested to see the cards if it goes the distance, Jams, to see how the judges actually have it, because, for me, it'd be robbery territory if they score it to Bazinyan. Some good headshots there by Bazinyan, but there's no power in them at all. There's nothing behind the punches, no weight in them. Munguia's not a huge puncher himself, but there's way more weight in Jaime Munguia's shots than there is in Erik Bazinyan's. That's just a fact. Anyway, coming up to 1 minute left in round number 10. The commentary team seems to think, Jaime Munguia's on the front foot here. Always going for a stoppage. Bazinian shelling up and hurt. He's backing him on the ropes. His legs did a funny dance. I think Bazinian's ready to go. Inside 1 minute left of the 10th round. Can Bazinyan survive the 10th? Still trying to throw, pats his gloves together. I think he's feeling the pace here and he's feeling the punches, Bazinyan. Oh, nice left hook again by Munguia. He stung Bazinyan. He's badly hurt. He's on the ropes. Is he going to touch down? The referee's having a look here. Oh, he's down. He's touched down. Erik Bazinyan's down. Munguia's just took it out of him here. I don't think he's going to get up, is he? No, he can't get up. Jaime Munguia stops Erik Bazinyan in the 10th round. I cannot wait to see the judges' scorecards after that. Just like we said, Jams, he took the 9th round off and he came for a huge onslaught in the 10th round. Jaime Munguia wins his first fight with Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing and also on ESPN. That was a nice little onslaught at the end there for Jaime Munguia. He completely dominated the fight. I don't really know why the ESPN commentators are saying that he needs to stop him to win and all this. Like, I genuinely can't wait till the scorecards come out and see how the 3 judges scored the fight, because I'm not going to say it wasn't competitive. Munguia wasn't running away with it that badly, but he was handily up in the fight. Had the fight 9-1 going into the 10th, and Munguia stopped him. Digital Med has joined us. Thanks very much, sir. Fight of the year contender, he thinks. It's a good fight. I'm not quite sure about fight of the year. Usyk Fury and Wardley versus Clark for me would have that mental. Ray Ford against Nick Ball as well is most definitely up there. Let me know if you can think of any others, but they would be the 3 that definitely stick out to me. Sugar Nunes versus Shavkat Rakhmonov as well. That was a cracking fight. But here's the finish by Jaime Munguia. Ray Ford against Kolmatov as well. Yeah, that left hook. It was that left hook on the end of that last exchange that got him. He looked to knock all the fight out of him. Yeah, Jams, that was a really fun one actually. Ashlane versus Chris Bork. Big up Flash Ashlane as always. Big up Jams Boxing Chat, Boxing Media Hub as well. Also, great preview on Joshua Dubois earlier. Next fight that we have to look forward to will be Mark Chamberlain and Josh Padley in approximately 10 hours' time. Joe Laws against Steve McKenna as well was an absolute 3-round war. Yeah, Hagler Hearns at Oakwell. So what next for Jaime Munguia then? Give me some suggestions in the chat. It's close up until round 5. Yeah, I had Munguia I've scored it and you can watch it back. I had Munguia winning the rounds, but they were competitive. Definitely, he wasn't running away with them. For me, Munguia versus Belanga makes all the sense in the world. Now they're on a similar schedule. Belanga 4 last week, Munguia this week. They've both been dropped once and lost a wide enough decision to Saul Alvarez. So run the fight, man. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, the rematch. Run it on. You can run it on Cinco de Mayo on a Canelo undercard probably, or you don't need to wait that long. That's a long time away. Both fighters can be out early next year. You could even run that in December for me. Munguia against Belanga, that's a big show that could headline a good sized arena. Yeah, Jams, I'm completely on the same level, man. Let's run Belanga versus Munguia or Caleb Plant versus Munguia. All these guys have fought in the last week. They're all on the perfect schedule with each other. Let's see how William Skull against Vladimir Siskin goes. That happens on October the 19th. Let's see who picks up the IBF Super Middleweight Championship, because there's going to be a queue of fighters who are looking to get that IBF belt, which will start with Caleb Plant, Jaime Munguia, Edgar Belanga. No doubt Diego Pacheco's name's going to be in the hat there. But Pacheco versus Jaime Munguia would be a great fight as well. It's an all-Mexican one. Yeah, man. I like it, Jams. I love it. Mexico versus Puerto Rico again for this one. Yeah, I think that's the fight. I can't think of any other. I think Caleb Plant's going to probably get the winner of the Shiskin and Skull fight that will take place next month. I think that's the route that they'll push for him. Belanga's just had his shot at the 3 belts. Munguia's just had his shot at the 3 belts. If they fight, the winner of that fight is straight back in line for a world title shot. I think Canelo's going to maybe look at a Bivol fight if he can get through Beterbiev for the legacy. Or even a Terence Crawford fight. Who knows if him and Turkey can work together. But I don't see Canelo taking a Pacheco or a Christian and Billy. You have to fit Christian and Billy in this somewhere as well. But he's the man that nobody needs. Nobody needs to fight him with his massive power and lack of profile. Too risky a fight. Like Pacheco is young, but what a talent, future great. Yeah, brilliant, mate. That performance against Selecki the other week was top class from Diego Pacheco. This super middleweight division's getting fun again. It really is. Munguia, Belanga, Pacheco, Canelo, Plant, Christian and Billy. Love watching him fight. Yeah, there's legs back in this Crawford Canelo thing, Jams. I think there really is. Crawford's over for the Joshua fight in London, probably as a guest of Turkey. They'll be talking again. Canelo really, he's making a hell of a lot of money for these Belanga and Munguia's fights, but where does, like, his next fight, it has to be a big one for me. And I'm not talking about every Canelo fight's big. He's done 650,000 pay-per-view buys against Edgar Belanga, for God's sake. The man's star power you cannot question, but he'll see the comments, he'll read the comments, 4 or 5 decision wins in a row, and he's boring now, he's not the same fighter. That won't sit well with Canelo Alvarez, so I believe he'll go and take, a Bivol or a Crawford, or, I don't think we see the Benavidez fight, just don't think it happens, but, hopefully he does that in Cinco de Mayo next year. Really hope we see that. Exactly, Jams. Yeah, Christian and Billy, no one wants that smoke. Like you say, very massive puncher with a lack of profile. It's not a fight that people are going to be in a hurry to take. He's going to have to earn his way to world title honors for sure, man. But yeah, that'll do for this live watch along of Jaime Munguia versus Erik Bazinyan. Jaime Munguia wins a 10th round stoppage. He'll go on to bigger and better things. Good fight in the end. Bazinyan, for me, as I said a minute ago, I can't wait to see the scorecards that come back for it, because Crystal Poncher from ESPN, I've been informed by Jam's Boxing Chat that she had it kind of level, I think, ish at the time of the stoppage. Seen all the scorecards that have Bazinyan ahead. Seen, myself, I had it 9-1 to Jaime Munguia. So, yeah, very interesting. But, yeah, we'll see what's next for Munguia. He's a superstar, but I'm surprised if he ends up with Caleb again. It's last stoppage. Well, do you know what? I don't hate it, but we don't need to see it again, do we? Last time it happened, it was for the Undisputed, wasn't it? So next time, if we see Canelo versus Plant the rematch, it could be for Undisputed if Caleb can pick up the IBF belt again. But so there you go. Just before I tie up, he outlanded Bazinyan 147-79 in punches. Jaime Munguia. So he's landed the best part of double the punches that Bazinyan's landed. Yet allegedly it was a close fight, and people had Bazinyan ahead in the fight, and ESPN had it a draw, and Munguia needed to win the last 3 rounds. I just don't understand that. It's completely bizarre. But yeah, big up Jam. Thanks very much for tuning in and interacting, my friend. Appreciate that. Now we have Mankey drop through as well. Who else do we have dropped through for this one? Just do a little scroll. The Digital Med. Thanks very much to Digital Med for tuning in. Jaime Munguia, let's see what's next for himself. We'll be back on SW Fight Hub tomorrow for a pretty much full Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois live stream with Jay's Fight Talk. Not going to do Chamberlain versus Padley because it's on so early in the day. Potentially on for Ishmael Davis versus Josh Kelly, but will most definitely be on for Josh Warrington versus Anthony Kakachi, Willie Hutchison against Joshua Buatsi, and Tyler Denny versus Hamza Shiraz. Then I believe there's going to be a bit of an intermission for a Liam Gallagher concert, which will drop out for, and then a new stream will be available for Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Big up, Mankey. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Really appreciate it. And thanks for the kind words and the interaction. It makes it much easier for myself. So thank you, sir. And Jam said light work for Jaime. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go away and look at the scorecards here and see what's actually gone on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe. And as Jam's Boxing Chat said here, 4 p.m.-ish start tomorrow. So yeah, I'll probably be on here from about 6 p.m. UK time for Anthony Kakachi versus Josh Warrington, which is my pick for fight of the night. So yeah, main event will be 10 o'clock, which is fantastic for us UK fight fans, because we're very used to, especially on the Saudi Arabia cards, we're seeing main events that could be 1:30 in the morning. Luckily, because Wembley Stadium has a curfew and they need to be out and finished by 11 p.m., you're going to see an early enough main event ring walk for Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, which should be about 10 o'clock. So early afternoon in the US, probably 1 o'clock Pacific-ish. And then if you're on the East Coast, you're probably looking more 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I would say. So yeah, if you're in the US, remember it'll be a little bit earlier than what you're normally accustomed to for a UK main event. Jam's Boxing Chat's informing you all here that, yeah, Wembley closes at 11. So yeah, I'd imagine that the undercard will last from 4 p.m. till about 9 p.m. local time. Then you'll have Liam Gallagher do what he's doing on the card, similar to what Eminem did at the Crawford Madrimov card. And then you'll get the ring walks for Joshua and Dubois, which could take a while if AJ's past ring walks or anything to go by. But yeah, thanks very much, everybody.